Hello, Box Little One here, and today we have an interesting set. This is the 2021 Boba Fett Starship. It's the Boba Fett Slave 1. They just called it a weird name. But they're coming out with the new one this year in 2025. In fact, I believe 2 days from now that releases officially, and that's a pretty cool set. Obviously, I'm not going to get it day one, but hopefully I will get it sometime, and yeah, I can compare them once I do get it. But yeah, this set comes with 2 figures. The new one comes with 3. And we're going to look at those 2 figures now. We can start off with, of course, the main character of the set, Boba Fett himself. And he has that nice dark green armor. I don't know if I like that better or worse than the sand green. It kind of works well with the under armor, I guess you could call it. The suit that he wears under the armor in black. It looks much better with the light green or the dark green, and then the sand, I think the sand one looks better with just the sand blue under suit stuff. But he looks good either way. I think he's good with his arm printing. I like that he does have arm printing. And then he has, of course, as you saw before, torso printing and leg printing. You can see his face. That's pretty nice. He has little scars on him, and he has scars on the back. He does have some printing underneath his jetpack, which I will show. And that's what that printing looks like. That is a hair. Come on, get out of there. But this is what it looks like underneath. And it looks pretty good. It looks like some just armor, I guess. This is the same Boba Fett that came in the Boba Fett Starship. And I believe probably with a microfighter version. And then, I'm guessing, Boba Fett's throne room. It may be a bit different in that set, but I know it's the same in that one. But, yeah, pretty good figure. Let's get on to the next one. And, of course, the next figure is the Mandalorian, of course. It is the Mandalorian show that this set is supposed to be from. And he has, of course, his shiny Beskar armor, his Beskar spear, and then he has his pistol. He also comes with this nice, I don't know what you call this type of cape, but it is that long rectangular cape, I guess. And he does have some printing under it. So, pretty simple printing. I think this Mandalorian does come in a couple other sets, this version of him, but this guy, he doesn't have a head print. It's just a blank black head. But yeah, pretty simple figure. Pretty good one, though. Let's get on to the actual ship. But before we get on to the ship, because I forgot about it, we're just going to show off this quick little hover thing here. That also doubles as a display stand for the ship, which I will show later. And yeah, pretty simple. One figure can sit in it. And the actual ship is quite a bit smaller than all the other previous models, which is how it always is with these newer LEGO sets. But what I do like about it is how sturdy it is. You can really just hold it at any point and it won't really fall apart. Besides these guns fall apart all the time. But besides those little guns at the front, it's quite sturdy. The only thing I don't like about its stability, these also fall apart, and these do. But the main body of the ship, it's quite strong. The actual build techniques for this set are also kind of interesting. They have these snot techniques for the sides of the ship, as well as some very nice, I guess those are stickers. So, not as nice, but some stickers that add some more detail, especially on the top, those rounded areas here. And as you saw before, those guns, which are just those simple pieces, lightsaber. If that'll focus, there we go, lightsaber pieces with some other interesting stuff on them. And it does have 2 stud shooters. And there you go, they are stud shooters, the old style with the one you all know about. And then these are the small little wing things. They can rotate freely, and they move based on gravity. So they can see how that works. It's always blurry. And then if you go like that, they slowly move down. So, pretty cool. It has just some little details on the back, like those 2 little gray things. And then it does have a cockpit where you can put the minifigure. And this is the one way you can sit him, so he's actually at the control panel. But if you want it to look like it normally should, you can actually sit him upright by putting him here, I think. Let's see if that works. Yes, that is how you put it. Right up there. And he will just sit there And you do have to lower his antenna and take off his weapon. I think you can shove his weapon right behind him and just store it in there, in the crevice there. And then he does look kind of absolutely terrified. Let's actually see if you can put that up. I guess you can. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I do quite like how this ship looks overall. But yeah, as you can see, there are some small little details like that. Orange piece in there. But yeah, pretty nice looking. I quite like the look of this ship at the very least. And if you're wanting to display your set, you can see how that stand works by going up underneath that sand green inverted tile. And you can actually put the entire thing's weight on there, and it will be stable. You can also grab your Mandalorian and put him in there so he doesn't get lost. So yeah, pretty nice. It can only really work on flat surfaces, and it is a bit finicky like that. If you move it too far away, it gets quite unstable. But yeah, it's a pretty simple mechanism. I quite like that fact about it. But I should get on to my final opinions about this set, and that is that I don't have many problems with it. I think it's a good set. It comes with some good minifigures that make sense. It would have been nice to get that one, the prisoner, I forget what he's called, but the guy that actually helped with the actual mission that they were on there. But that is a pretty nice build. I like the build. I like the fact that it comes with a stand. Only thing I don't like, obviously, it's smaller than the rest of the Boba Fett starships, or Slave Ones, that came out previously. But I do hope you enjoyed. I shall see you next time. Once I get that, the Jango Fett Slave one, I'll compare them too. But I shall see you next time. Goodbye.